POV. You start talking about orthodoxy, slow living, theology, the saints, growing our own food, bread from scratch, horses, Lord of the Rings, or starting a village. Okay, so we're having all of these different, very different things all bundled together. And it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so first of all, my faith, orthodoxy, please don't do cultural appropriation. I mean, this is my faith, people's faith. We're trying to pray here. Orthodoxy has been around for 2,000 years. It's a real thing. And it's not part of your charcuterie board. It's not part of your Pinterest. It's not supposed to be. It's not an aesthetic. It's faith. And growing your own food, bread from scratch. I mean, that's basically regular life. I mean, I don't see why that's so important. You know, and what the hell does Lord of the Rings have to do with orthodoxy? I mean, there's no semblance. It's a fiction. Starting a village, well, good luck filling out all those HOA forms, begging homeowners to come and put shop in your backyard and all that stuff, and it's just going to be a mess, and the W-9s and all that. And then, okay, so and then plus, look at the way she's holding the book. The title, she's trying to show off the title in the spine. She's literally angling it exactly towards the camera. So she's not actually in a reading position. It's not positioned for her to read. You see her eyes are peeking out at us with that judgmental stare. Like, she's not actually reading it. She's just making it for the algorithm. And she is talking about living as a monastic-ish kind of like village-y in Las Vegas, of all places. Like, the irony couldn't be thicker. You know, it makes no sense. Okay, so her 5-year plan is to basically stand in front of a 1920s classroom and homeschool her kids, her tiny kids. And this video also had her walking around in the lake and just hang out with her kids and all happy and making sourdough. And that's her 5-year plan. Now, that sounds wonderful. You know, I mean, it sounds like it's really enjoyable. I mean, you know, I'd love that for her, but there's this big elephant in the room that, how is this going to be funded? Like, she's not making any money. She's just relying on her husband. So, what would happen if the husband gets laid off? What would happen if the husband decides to divorce? Then what? So, is there a plan B? Like, how could this all be funded? Like, how could the kids eat the food if she doesn't have a backup? And also, in a world where you can be anything you want, it's okay to be a wife and mother. Well, I mean, why is that a statement? Why are we looking at a pot? How does that have to do with being a wife and mother, looking at a pot? And why is it so countercultural to be a wife and mother? Like, I'm not understanding. There's so many women that are. It's not even that big of a deal. Nobody cares. You know, you can do it if you want to, but we're not here to stop you. But I don't see who's the invisible enemy? Who's saying that's not good to be a wife and mother? That doesn't make any sense. Biblical gender roles. Reading scriptures together. Not a feminist. Praying together. No cohabitation. Attending divine liturgy. No fornication. Life is good. Okay, so basically, if life is good, why do you have to put in a list of everything you're not doing? Like, if life is good, why do you feel the need to post on social media and tell people all the things that you're actively not doing? So you're not a feminist. Okay, so all of those different feminist movement, like all of the way that women fought for the right to vote, to own a bank account so that you're not screwed over. I guess that's just all chopped liver now. It doesn't matter. Your right to post on social media come from a feminist, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, biblical gender roles, that's very broad. I don't think the Bible has a gender role. If you're talking about Proverbs 31, that woman has her own business and she's very, very industrious. If you're talking about the mirror-bearing women, they're the first ones to see Jesus. So I think I'm really struggling to understand what do you mean by biblical gender roles. And different men were like, some of them were very strong, like Samson, and some of them were more tender-hearted, like John at the cross. Like, I'm very confused because there were a lot of different kinds of men and women in the Bible. So I don't know what you're talking about. But I do think that if you really had biblical gender rules, I think you'd be better off for it and start your own damn business. So just shut up. Praying together, okay. I don't see how that's revolutionary. Everyone prays. No cohabitation, duh. Why do we have to, explain ourselves? Why is this so important? Attending divine liturgy. Yeah, that's like every Sunday. Why do you have to post it online? Why is this clout? Aren't you supposed to pray by yourself? No fornication. Well, duh. Guess what church I go to based off my Sunday outfit? I can't guess exactly what church it is, but all I can guess is that headscarves and modest clothing are meant to be privately worn. You're not meant to, flaunt yourself in those. The whole purpose of a headscarf, which you're wearing right now, is to focus on God, focus on prayer, not to show off. It's too vain. That's, you're not supposed to go and parade yourself. You're supposed to focus. It's supposed to make you not think about the way you look. But now, why is my faith being used as your aesthetic? I'm so insulted. Can you just stop? I mean, come on. Okay, so this woman says, the world will only give you death. In Christ, you will have light and life. Okay, so she's wearing some kind of cultural, traditional, Slavic clothes, and she looks like the Mona Lisa. Her face literally looks like the Mona Lisa. She's just grinning, so basically what happened is that in the Louvre, Mona Lisa left. Yes, the painting's still there. The frame is still there in the painting, but the actual subject of it left. Mona Lisa herself escaped from the painting so that she could do this. So she could do this on Instagram. And she left a note saying, hey babes, I'm going to go and post on Instagram and wear a traditional Slavic headband, and better be sure to follow me. Love, Lisa. Okay, so she's doing that. Okay, so basically now she's in the Slavic clothes. But the thing is that those Slavic clothes come from pagan roots. She forgot that Russians and Slavs were pagan until 998 AD. Those are all have pagan connotations, what she's wearing. I'm not an expert in this, but I know that there's pagan symbolism into what she's wearing right now. So why can't she dress like Christians, just a regular robe and whatever, just random, just regular? But no, she has to have this elaborate costume. But it looks good. It's beautiful if she wears it to the Slavic festival. I see people wearing stuff like that there, but that's there. Instagram, this is not. What is the fun of posting on Instagram? It's just literally just a rectangle screen. Who cares?